What's up, YouTube? It's your girl, Shy. Come here with me. Come here with me. Yes, honey, you get the picture. What's up, checkmates? Make it do what it do, what it do. What's up? I see Miss Linda in the building. Hi, how are you? Lisa girl, 1100. What's up, babes? What's up? Bella in the building. Pretty brown eyes. Make it do what it do, what it do. Angie, what's up? Did she get the job? We don't know, honey. We're trying to find the hell out. What's up, babes? What's up? Cricket 22 in the building. Miss Sugar Mama says, I'm here, honey. I'm here. What's up? Hall in the building. What's up, babes? I ain't sleep with you last night. Make it do what it do, what it do. Charlene in the building. Hi, Char. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Tamara, make it do what it do, what it do. When Tay talk, my girl says, I'm here for whatever. What up, Tay? Make it do what it do, what it do. Is it A? Oh, man, what happened to it? A Holland. Hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. I don't think I saw you here before, but we welcome you with open arms. What's up, babes? Make it do what it do, what it do. Miss Claudia in the building. Make it do. Let me see. Ooh, these comments is going fast, honey. Wait a minute. Sandra in the building. Snow White 7529 says, I am here, honey. Young Peasy in the building. What's up? Um, what you say, Young PG? I don't know how to take that. Are you saying it for real, or are you saying the joke? What's up? um, is it the meter? Hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We didn't sleep with you last night. They call me Corp Diva. What's up? I'm not going to spend too much time saying hello to everybody, and I do apologize in advance, but I got a good 45 minutes to get out here what I wanted to say. I did want to play the video, and I apologize. Maybe we can go through it another time because I'll be here all weekend long. I'll be live up until the 31st. I'll try to do every day, as you can see, but I've been doing pretty good. I missed one day this week just because I couldn't pull it together. But I'm trying to do it in between my dinner time with the kids. I'm trying to, keep that dinner time consistent for them. Like I said, they play sports. They're in cheerleading. They're doing a lot of stuff. So I try to make sure I get my dinner incorporated. Then I can be able to do my extra stuff because home is first, right? And nobody runs this ship but me. So I got to make sure home is okay. So I do apologize in advance if I'm skipping anybody with my hellos. Slick, make it do what it do, babe. Sam, hi, how are you? And welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Sheila, what's up, babes? What's up? Um, Audra, hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hall, I think I got you already, but what's up, babes? Cheryl in the building, what's up? As Linda says, hello, Snow White. You guys are speaking. Let me see. Good evening, Sure. Hi, how are you? Healing with Shar. See my comment above? I don't think I did. Let me see what you said. Let me see. Well, we know she at least got a second interview. Ah, child, listen. Listen, he made a second interview, all right. He's interviewing the cuckoo. I'm just saying, this all allegedly, in my opinion, child. I ain't got much to say, honey. What's up? Um, uh, listen, I got I got a short time to say what I gotta say. So I do want to jump on it again. If you're coming in and I miss your comment, don't take it personal. I just don't have the amount of time to put in tonight. But I definitely go back and read all my comments so I see them, whether I'm going to heart them, read them, or whatever. We're gonna have a conversation. All right. I ran across Steve Harvey's interview with Martell. It's a year old interview. What struck me was that today Martell is making a statement, which I recapped on a video earlier. And those of you who didn't watch it, go back and watch it. And I recapped of that video, and I said that Martell said that he just basically want to leave it alone. He want to learn how to co-parent with Melody. He has apologized publicly and privately over and over again, and he basically wants bygones to be bygones, right? But here's the thing about a person that apologized, and again, I'm not reading the comments, guys, but I will see them later. Um, so here's the thing. A person that apologizes is very remorseful. They are hurt. They are broken. And even if they don't show it, you can still feel it, right? You can still feel something is going on there, right? First red flag for me during this interview time was that Martell reached out to Strawberry Letter. Why? What do you want to do? I think it was Rod that said it earlier. It was a PR stunt to to cover his image. Well, the damage has already been done. Okay, so he reached out to Strawberry Letter and he says, "I want to know. I want some advice. How do I bounce back from this thing? I'm very embarrassed. I'm embarrassed that I embarrassed my wife at the time because she's not his wife, whether he want to say they divorced or not. They are divorced, and he's going to have to start saying we are divorced and not separated. Because when you say you're separated, you have the hopes to think that she's going to come back someday, right? And any woman that's laying their head with him needs to pay close attention to the word language that he is using, right? Because if he's saying that we're separated when we are indeed divorced and has been divorced for some time now, you have to really ask yourself, is this man really over her? And if not, what am I doing here? Laying beside him, catering all over him, taking care of his children whenever the hell he bring them over there, sneaking or whatever he got going on, or trying to be this and trying to be that, trying to go out. Why would he still use the word language of we're separated? That's the first red flag, right? The one he had, that's the second one actually. He reached out to them, they didn't reach out to him. Another showboat. I want to get my story out there. Listen to me, because all these females are over here and they're listening to Melody, and Melody got so much to say about me, and I am just angry. I just need one person, which he picked out Steve. Because let me tell you about Martell. He did his homework before he even asked to do this interview. He already knew whether he didn't know it or not. Like, hey, Steve, I don't know if you know, but and Steve says, yeah, I do know. Actually, I've been divorced too, right? So, Martell, you're not going to tell me that you did not know that this man was divorced or has been divorced in the past, that you didn't reach out to him because you like to sniff people out of a crowd that looks like you, smell like you, and could possibly be you, right? You like people that's going to agree with your wrongdoing. You couldn't possibly sit around a group of women because a woman can smell your bull from a mile away. You wouldn't possibly sit around real men, men that take accountability, men that's not going to say, well, but she couldn't, satisfy me. So I had to make sure I had a little dip on the side. You know what I mean? I couldn't take my chip, by itself. I just had to dip it in something, whether it was some chocolate sauce, some vanilla sauce, some cranberry sauce, some type of dip. I just had to have my dip too, right? So with that being said, you like those kind of men that like to dip theirs as well, that don't like to eat plain chips, but they like their chips a little flavor, right? So you like those kind of men. So I'm not going to sit here and believe that for a second that you thought that you were going to this interview, or you were basically reached out to Strawberry Letter because you didn't know Mr. Steve history. I believe you did your homework and you thought you was going to have somebody else that like a little flavor on their chips. And unfortunately you said, I don't know, Steve. And Steve said, yeah, I did, because now that gave you validation that I got one on my team, because I've been losing long enough and I've been playing this game by myself for a long time. See, I finally got one on my team that can recognize that it couldn't be all me. But what you didn't know is that Steve is not a half a man, right? He's not a half a man, he's a whole man. And while your story is much different from his, because he's not only owned it over and over again, God gave him abundant life. You know why? Because God deals with the heart. And see, your heart ain't right, Mr. Marty Marr. Your heart ain't right. That's why you can't get a hard hat. You got to wear those paper hats. Those paper hats that allow everything to get on top of you. That means you get wet in the rain. That means you get the snow on your head. That means you get the sleet. That means you get the dirt, the mud, everything. But when you are really remorseful and you really want to be accountable for what you have done to this young lady and whoever else, right? Whoever else, because Lord knows that Ariel was not the only woman, allegedly, right? With that being said, when you want to transfer over to a hard hat where you want that protection, right? That means that you got to own some stuff, right? I was in that interview like I was in the interview, and them women was chewing him the hell up, as they should. And at one moment, he got a little irritated. He was like, no, 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 don't do that. Don't do that. I said, whoa, bro, they ain't your woman. So why the hell you telling them, no, don't do that? Right? He was like, no, but wait a minute, but listen. No, they don't have to listen because they ain't your woman. And see, the problem is that you don't know how to turn that faucet off when you're supposed to. You don't even know how to talk to women that don't even belong to you. Women that ain't never put their mouth down there where your penis lay, right? You don't know how to talk to women that ain't never had no contact with you. You even nasty to women that ain't never laid their head down there. That's an uncontrolled, uncontained man. And that's what you look like to me, right? So let's get back to the interview. Let's get back to the interview. And I promise y'all I'll be back to your comments, right? But see, the interview was like, he tried to win Steve Harvey in. And one of the things he did realize that Steve Harvey did not know the story. You think he didn't know that? He knew that Steve Harvey had no idea of what kind of show he was talking about, what kind of things went on. But see, Steve Harvey was a man that was like, wait a minute, somebody got to tell me the story. So every time they took a break, Steve was doing his homework. So when he came back, he could punch Martell a little bit harder in each segment of it in the gut, right? And he could give it to him a little bit harder because see, he says taking it hard on this brother ain't going to work. Because one, like you sipped him out, he recognized you as well. He also recognized that you were some type of narcissistic man and you was going to try to run his show, right? So he said, hold on, brother, hold on, right? He says, now you got to recognize that you can't take back anything that you've done. So the best thing you could do in this situation is just own that thing. Sit that thing down and allow that thing to sit well with your soul. Take the Lord at the altar if you need to, but you're going to have to recognize that I did something wrong. There ain't a dang one thing you can do about that. But you got Martell up there about the dog melody the hell out. You saw the woman jump in like, whoa, wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. What we're not going to do is have a bashing session about Mel, right? He was like, no, not at all. That's not what I was going to do. Absolutely you were. Of course, Steve didn't peep that because these women been watching you and Steve have not. So they were very aware of where you were about to go with it. Well, she wasn't satisfying me. Well, she wasn't putting her mouth where she was supposed to put her mouth. And, I was hungry and she didn't feed me. And I was the caretaker. We heard it all before. Womp, 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 right? I'm tired of hearing a grown behind man cry about something that was so fixable. So when your woman is out here walking with her new man across the beach, you can't possibly be mad about that. Right? You can't be mad about that because that was a hole you dug for yourself. You said it out your own mouth. If I could for a second not complain about the simple stuff, I will do it. But so you didn't know how to do that. Then all you could think about was the coochie and how wet the coochie was and how long she was sitting on it and bouncing on it and doing all types of tricks and trades. Did I tell you this wasn't a chat for children? So if you are a child, get the hell on out this chat because we can't filter this. It's only going to be plain dog or nothing at all, right? You couldn't phantom how the hell you was going to be able to sit, how you was going to be able to leave that thing alone. You couldn't figure that out. Even now, allegedly, while you're still out there messing with Sheree, you possibly over there still tampering with the wet, right? And how I know that it's wet, not because I physically was down there, because I got to figure that something is making you keep running back. It ain't dry. We can tell because if it was dry, you wouldn't keep going backwards. So it got to be doing something of some type of flavor for you to keep going backwards. But see, the flavor only lasts for a season. And when the flavor is gone, he will be on to the next. And that's what I need Miss Ariane to realize about not only the situation, but herself. At this point in state, you are a stale individual. It ain't a dang on thing he could do with you. And he has moved on to the next. Because I don't know about you, but I know that Punani is just Punani. And it ain't going to get you but so far. Because that thing got to get old too. It get dried up, stale up, wrapped up. You got to give it a little season, a little flavor, a little extra water to get that thing to get back to the normal state. Got to touch a little bit more because it goes dry and stale at some point. It doesn't last. So unless you have some things that will gravitate that man to you, your qualities that he just say, I just can't live without this thing. I just have to see her smile. I just have to see her warm heart. I don't know about nobody else, but that's the things that I would want somebody to require of me versus requiring just a little bounce on that thing, right? So back to the interview, I just wanted to give that, that sidebar for the ones that might be in the chat. And Miles, if you see anybody up in here talking crazy, just block the hell out of them. Why keep them here? Because see, they can't understand real why the hell they're here anyway, right? But anyway, back to the interview. He also went and wanted to protect Ariane again. And this is a smack in the face, not now currently, because we know that Mel has moved on from the state of life and she's not even really worried about Martell. But as much as she wanted to erase him, she really can't erase him because she will be co-parenting him for some time now, with him for some time, right? And it's nothing she could do about that. So here's the thing. Steve asked him how and Martell likes to play with words. And I just be like, bro, why can't the hell you just answer the question, sir? Right? Here's the thing. He asked Martell, well, how old is the new baby? Martell says, well, it's a newborn. Martell, that's still not answering the question. He said, how old is the baby? It's a newborn. He says, well, when was the baby born? And Martell says, well, somewhere about December. So Steve say, this December? And he's like, um, well, he's a newborn. Nigga, you here because you want help, right? Allegedly, that's what you said. You want to help. You want to know how to navigate this thing. You want to know how to steer this truck. So he's trying to help you. At least you could do is be honest with yourself. He says, well, people, been trying to figure out when my son was born or when the child was born. Don't paraphrase son or child. But I know that he said people try to figure out, everybody keep trying to figure out when my child was born. Nobody gives a dang when your child was born. It's relevant to the situation. So he's asking you a question. But here's why you couldn't answer that question and answer it honestly. Let me tell you why. You could not answer that question and answer it honestly because you were still trying to protect yourself, one, and Ariane, second. And that's why still to this day, you do not post, Sugar Mama on her birthday, because you don't want nobody to do the math, right? You don't want nobody to see that these children were possibly born around the same time, or if not very close, right? And really, I don't give a dang on when they was born, because all we really need to know and all we got to know is that you stepped out on your wife. You stuck your thing where it didn't belong. You've allowed Ariane to think she has some type of superpowers. But you should have just told her it was just coochie. It doesn't resonate with anything. You know what I mean? It's just coochie. And it gets stale after a while, but you didn't tell her that. Nope, 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 nope. You didn't tell her that. You let her think that she was something more than she was. So then she forgot that her assignment, which you heard me say it on numerous occasions, was that she was a John Doe. And her only responsibility, I'm sure by now my checkmates can say it with me, was to put her face down and butt up. And she forgot that because you had this girl thinking she was it. She was the end all and be all. And in fact, she just wasn't that. So that's why you couldn't answer that question honestly and boldly and say my child was born at X, Y, and Z. Because you were a coward and listen, if you really wanted to be forgiven by Miss Melody in this moment, that was your time. This was a fresh divorce when you did it, right? You still had time to say, baby, 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 please come back to me, right? But see, you failed again because all you can see in that thing, in that interview, is me, what I want, what my desire was. You couldn't see how she struggled because the coochie probably was stretched all over the place because she had kid after kid after kid trying to be your wife. God dang it, her coochie tired. She tired. All right, I've been there and done that. My kids are back to back. You better ask somebody. I've been there and done that. You ain't never say, babe, do you need a break? Babe, do you need to go see us? You want to go ahead and get a massage? Do you need a break? Do you want me to take a break from your coochie? You didn't say that. You know why you didn't say that? Because you still didn't care enough about her to say, babe, what can I do to relax you? And even in this interview, the most you kept saying was, and then he asked you, well, what's your youngest to age? Why are you still talking about Melody kids? He know what Melody kids is, so you play with words a lot. We heard you. You said, oh, well, my youngest is about 1.5 or 2. I can't remember what he said, but I know he said the 5-year-old. Now, you know damn well he ain't asking you what's the age of those 2 last kids. He's talking about the newborn that you mentioned that you don't want to tell the birthday to. Sir, play with somebody else. I'm not going to be able to do that. Okay? Moving right along. That was the first red flag to me. You didn't protect her in that moment. You didn't say, well, if she is listening, I want her to know that I'm serious about my apology. I know that I cannot take back what I've done. I know that I cannot take back anything that I've said. But here's my opportunity to go full throttle. Here's my opportunity to say sorry to the 10th power. Here's my opportunity to lick a toe if I need to. But instead, you took every opportunity to protect your mistress. Why the hell would she take you back? And then, because everything of the interview was like real, like, no, I don't want to even talk about that. Right? But then when they asked you, do you love her? That was your time to say, hell yeah, I love her. But instead you said, I'm sorry, it got to be this way. I'm not in love with her anymore. The lies coming from your bald head. The lies coming from your bald head. And this is the thing, and I know this is going to hurt some folks' feelings because sometimes we get a little bit confused what love means, right? And what love look like, right? But because I work according to the word of God, I had no choice but to tell y'all what love look like. Love is patient, love is kind, right? All of that good stuff. Love doesn't look like cheating. Love does not look like I'm going to boost you up and then I'm going to go over here and boost my mistress up. That is not what love is. So we need to stop saying he love her. No, he has a form of love for her. He loves what she can do for him or did for him, brother. Because she ain't doing nothing for him right now. Because she got on her skates and got the hell up out of there as anybody should, right? But here's what I'm going to say. Stop confusing the thing of loving what she can do for him and the things and the benefits that come along with a marriage versus him loving her. Because love should have brought his behind home. Love shouldn't have had him wait and put his mistress on the shelf for 5 months while he go home and be daddy and then come back and see her in the next 5 months. Love don't look like carrying a mistress for an entire 7 years or 5, whatever the time frame was. That's not what love look like. And still to this day, love don't pop up on you when you're out trying to live your life because you're divorced. That's not what love look like. It's looking kind of cray-cray to me. And I get scared when people get a little cray-cray. I started asking people, do we need a psychiatrist? Do we need counselors and therapists out here? Let's get them on the line. That's what I start asking people. Because see, you're a little bit out of my league and this is above my pay rate. So I'm not going to try to figure out what the hell you talking about. Why the hell you so mad? What I'm going to try to say is, am I protected? Do I need to get my brothers down here to make sure I'm good? Because you looking a little cray-cray. When you popped up on that thing, that wasn't love. That was control. You wanted to control where she go at in Huntsville. You wanted to let her know, don't you ever bring them back here because this was our favorite restaurant. Sir, you don't own this dang on restaurant. I bring whoever the hell I choose to and whenever the hell I choose to, right? So that's the kind of words you got to hear because some reason you think somebody owe you something. Nobody don't owe you a damn thing. Excuse my language. Nobody don't owe you nothing. You make excuses for why you want to go get your thing wet on the wrong punani. That's it and that's all. You're making excuses why you keep saying she wasn't satisfying you. What did you want? A horse pit in the middle of the living room? You wanted her to sit on that thing? You wanted her to go down while she was sitting on the horse? You wanted special treatment, huh? Regular sex wasn't enough for you. That's the kind of thing that you wanted. And let me enlighten you that that's not true. That don't really happen in real life. You know those girls that dress up in the video, they go home and put some clothes on and be a mother or a father when it's all over. It's just a job. It's the same thing for people that watch porn. She ain't got no business watching it. But if you are watching it, God will deliver you. Don't worry about that. But if you are watching it, understand those people is just a performance. They go home and their cuckoo dry up like anybody else's. Right? They go home and their titties might sag like anybody else's. They go home and their butthole go back to the same size that it was before you decided to do that thing. It's just a performance. And we have to stop thinking that these people on TV is real life because it's not. And it's unfair for you to get your nasty trifling behind over here asking your wife to do all the tricks and trades of a video girl. You want that, you go get it. But don't allow yourself to think that she has to be served your leftovers even though she didn't ask you for them. Don't allow yourself to think that you are allowed to serve her when she didn't ask you for it. And I'm going to say it one more time for the ones in the back that can't understand this thing. Leftovers are for people that want them and ask you for them. You don't willingly get to serve me anything on your plate. Did I tell you I eat steak? I'm a vegan. Did I tell you that I wanted all that extra fat and sugar on my plate? I'm trying to watch my weight. So you don't get to serve me what's on Miss Linda's plate because I didn't ask you what was on Miss Linda's plate. So you don't get to serve me what's on Arion's plate because that stuff is too chewy for me. That's the thing that we missing. So when I heard this interview, I said, I gotta chew him the hell up and put him in the blender because bro came back full throttle. And still to this day, this brother is still making excuses for the reason why he went out and got down and low with somebody else. because she was tired. Her coochie was tired of making kids. She was tired of working your job and hers too. We might as well just put it on the line because I got a little bit of time left. We might as well just do what we do and put it on the line. She was tired as hell. We might as well just say it. You talking about, well, I was over there cooking and, I've always been the provider. Put some bass in your voice, sir. And last but not least, of course, you can get to the stove quicker than her. She working yours and hers. But I guarantee you, if she ain't had to do yours and hers, maybe she would have had time to have story time. Excuse me. She would have had time to have story time. She would have had time to just relax after she popped Sugar Mama out. But instead, she had to get right back to business because you couldn't do the job. You could never move in the space or the element that she was in. Ever. Don't you ever misconstrue that thing. Now, let me tell you my prayer for you and Ariane, then I'm going to get the hell on out of here, okay? Because it's only fair when I talk about healing and deliverance because somebody reminded me that you never tell them how the hell they're going to move on from here. Let me tell you. One, you're going to mind your business, right, Mr. Marty Moore? You don't own her. I know that hurt. You got a little stomach ache right now. That's okay. We're going to serve you, right? Listen, I know that you think that she owes you something because she is the mother of your children and your ex-wife, but you do not own her. You do not get to make the decisions of how long she go, how long she stay, where those kids stay at, where they don't stay at, where they go, who they sit with. That is not your decision. The only how it becomes your issue if something happens to those kids in her care or in the care that she asks these people to watch the kids in. That's when it becomes your business. You don't get to bring telephones in somebody else's house when we know you have a history of hacking people's phones, when you have a history of putting listening devices in somebody's car or anything of that nature. Why would she? You don't get a right to take $17,000 out of an account of money that did not belong to you, allegedly, and then turn around and say it was our money. No, nigga, she worked for that. That was her money, right? And the judge, if he thought for a moment that the money belonged to both of y'all, you wouldn't have been ordered to pay it. But you were ordered to pay it because he said it was her money. So be man enough to put your bald head in the camera and say, it was her money. I was in need of that. Okay? Because honesty is going to be your first way to get the hell out of the ditch that you in. But until you realize all the dirt, all the harm, all the disgusting things that you did, and you ain't got to keep swallowing that thing. I'm not asking you to do that. Because see, that would just be too much like Jesus, and we ain't like him. But the one thing that I want you to say and mean it is I was a hot mess on a cold day. And I want you to get your behind to that altar, and I don't want you to skip a beat. And when you get there, I want you to be as honest as God as possible and get your stuff together. Because here's the thing that we miss, that God already knows. So we ain't got to go sugarcoating that thing to Jesus. He already know it. So we ain't got to go dressing it up. You might as well just uncover it and call a thing, ace, ace, and a spade. Because when you go dress it up, that's how God determines that you're really not serious about this thing that you call, I want to move on. Because that's what you said, not me. So how real do you really want to move on, and how quickly do you really want to move on? When you're still doing things behind the scenes to damage this girl. And I'm going to say it for the fifth time for the ones in the back. This is beyond Melody. She's in it, of course. But this is beyond Melody. It's starting to look a little scary now. It's a little scary. It's a little scary. I'm about to call the detective in Huntsville and ask him, can he put a watchman outside her door? Because you're hacking phones. She can't go to LA, but you can go wherever the hell you choose to. She can't move out of Huntsville, but you can. You pulling up in places you ain't got no business at. You telling her who the hell she can have watching the kids. You're looking a little scary. You flipping out at reunions allegedly behind the scenes and people covering up your mess, honey. They might as well get the white sheet and pull it the hell over you. Because that's what it is. It's a suicidal mission. And you're digging a dangerous hole. So with that being said, the only how that you're going to realize and really soak that thing up, if you say, I no longer want the control, because you're a control freak, if you ask me, and it's scary as hell. You have a control issue. You're a narcissistic person. And the moment that you lose control is when you get out of control. Don't miss that for the ones in the back. Let's cap that thing, right? The moment that you lose control is when things is out of your control. Now let's finish with Ariana. This really ain't got nothing to do with you, but I might as well throw you in there because you in there, right? Martell should not be allowed to come to your house and kiss you. He shouldn't be allowed to come to your house and sex you down. He shouldn't be allowed to come to your house and sit on your back porch or your mama back porch, whoever the hell back porch it is, right? You shouldn't be at his house and watching his house while he with his other woman, right? Because see, now he knows what kind of weak woman you are. And now he know I gotta just where I wanted to be, sis. Oh yeah, she ain't going nowhere. That's how they be, girl. That's how they be. But you need to start setting boundaries for yourself and know your worth. That's what you need to do. You need to know your worth. I slept with a married man. I sat on that thing for 7 whole years. All I gained was his ex-wife money and all the luxuries of his ex-wife because he didn't have anything to give me. No matter what he made it look like, he ain't had nothing to give me. It was all hers. That's true facts, right? With that being said, here's the thing. He no longer had the luxury of giving you those things. So not only should you not still be there with him, you really shouldn't be there now because he ain't even got a pot to piss in and nothing to give you. He ain't got nothing to give you. At least if you're going to stay in it, I ain't telling you to, but I'm just saying, if you're going to stay into it, just make sure it's worth your while. At least make sure you're going to be able to get something out the deal. But you mean to tell me I ain't got nothing? I got a car, allegedly, because I don't know your business. I had to move out of this place and that place and get a new place, allegedly. I done lost my reputation because nobody will ever respect you again. I don't care how you put that. Ain't no way to do that. People will always be grabbing that man when they see your face come through the door. Come on, baby, you ready to go? Hell yeah, we out of here together, right? That's how that thing gonna look. So what we need you to do is start setting boundaries for yourself. Stop coming on here like you got one up on somebody because you don't. It's pretty disgusting to me. It's kind of distasteful to me. It's kind of juvenile to me. What we want you to say is, I no longer want to talk about what I did wrong. I want to know how I get it right. And when all those married women was on your live and Gigi was checking you one by one, you should have took that. That would have been your healing moment. But instead, you was like, hey, tell me what y'all want me to do. Like, okay, I said that, but it's her fault too. Okay, all right. No, that was the wrong response. What you should have said is, y'all are women. Y'all are married women. How would it have felt if I was on the other end? What am I doing wrong? How do I get past this? Why is it that I only go for married men? What I can tell you a whole list, but I ain't got time today. I'll run it down to you, boo. But here's the thing. Until you do that, you will keep losing. And I can guarantee you that. I watch it on a regular basis. And I've been there and I've done that. I was never the one that did the cheating, honey. But I've been cheated on. And them niggas is still suffering for today. Okay? They still suffering today. Them niggas can't even get a toothbrush, okay? And that's facts. Not that I wish it on them. I wish that I'm able to go and give them a toothbrush. You need this? But because God allowed me to step out the way and give them all that they deserve, and that is what they're living. Don't know if they're coming or going. Don't know where the next paycheck gonna come from. Not that I wish that on you. I wish you well, as Mel would say, on your journey, right? But don't play with me. Because I know how to surrender. I know how to be a woman of my word. And I know how to say I have not been 100% perfect, but I ain't do you dirty. And my intentions was not to do you dirty. My intentions was to love you and to care for you the way a wife was supposed to do. And the moment that I felt like I was struggling, I came to you. But instead, you used those things against me and you took them and you ran with them. Oh, she weak right here. Let me go. And this really ain't about me, but I thought I'd throw myself in there for a moment so I could tell you that this is how you heal, sis. So don't keep hitting your head in the camera with your hair all out of control. That's your business. That's why I won't put mine in there, right? But don't keep doing that. Get yourself together. Take the time that you need to groom yourself. It feels good when you take care of you. So the next time that you get in a relationship, it's not a brag that somebody is doing something for you. It's like, oh, okay, great. It feels good because I've learned how to care and to love me better than anybody else can do. So if for a moment that you are loving me because of what I can do for you, I'll be able to say, oh, okay, you took that away. I know how to provide that. Because sometimes people will come in and pull those things away from you based off circumstances, based off gifts. But when you know how to grant yourself a gift, grant yourself love, I don't give a damn what you pull back. I'm still going to love on me. That's it, chat. That's all I got to do for y'all today. That's all I got. I got about 8 minutes to read your comments. Let me see what I'm going to do, honey. Let me see what I'm going to do. I hope y'all got the message. I hope y'all got the message. Let me see. Woo, child. Good evening, Healing with Char. What's up, babe? Sandra in the building. Hello, everyone. You guys are speaking. When Tay Talk says, hi, Miss Linda. Let me see. Hit that like button on your way in. Thank you, Bill. What's up, Char? What's up? Slick, make it do what it do, what it do. Sam says, hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. Sheila in the building. What's up? Let me see why my comments moving so slow. Woo, y'all must be loading them up. They 346 in the chat. Make it do what it do, what it do. Y'all showing out here. Have y'all hit that like button? Make it do what it do. Thank you for the $5 super sticker, Claudia Preacher. For those in the back, I got you, boo. I got you. Lisa says 247 watching and 127 likes. Get those likes up. Yes. Everything Martell says is to upset Melody, and that's really sad. He needs to let it go because he will never have that lifestyle again. It's going for a side of coleslaw. I like that. I like that. I got you, Slick. I got you. Facts. I wouldn't give him a special sex. Only one ABK. What's up? I wouldn't give him special sex if it was out cheating. If he was out cheating on me. Me either, honey. I don't do tricks and trades on a nigga that don't appreciate me. Say what you want to say. It is what the hell it is, and I can take that to the bank, and I guarantee you it won't bounce. All right. How is he sorry? Trying to bring the dizzy, raggedy, and delusional girl on the show. He continues to say disrespectful things, and I don't believe Martell loves himself. He is deliberately sabotages him. He deliberately sabotages him. Yes, he does, Cheryl, and I agree with you. R. Herb, what's up, babes? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Is it Hollyfield? He was a basic man and wanted plenty of women. He wanted to bully Mel into submission with his cheating. Woo, I like that. Let me let you sit for a minute. I love a woman with sense, okay? Make it do what it do. God is for me. 1978 says all facts. I don't think I saw you here in the chat before, but welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. We appreciate your support. Thank you. Tiffany says, speak on it, Shar. I got you, babe. I had a little bit of time. Sugar, what's up? Motel only mission is to destroy Mel. Absolutely. That's why he can't grow. 257 watching and 138 likes. Get it together. P&2 Ross. What's up? Make it do what it do, what it do. Victoria says, whoa, I totally agree. Hi, Victoria. I knew some like-minded people would agree with me, honey. I couldn't be on this battlefield all by myself, honey. You better preach. I got you, honey. He wanted Mel to be a Latifi. I can't say her name. Y'all know I'll be butchering it. Submissive and control. Absolutely. King. Is it Kenna? Kenna Smith. Hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. These women that thinks Martell loves Mel have very low self-esteem and are probably in an abusive relationship. Ooh, Marley. I agree, honey. Only the real will understand that. Only one ABK Martell will fail in his mission to destroy Mel. She has favor. Yes, she does. On her life, he does not. Absolutely, Lee. You better say that thing, honey. Say it again. Say it again. Pretty sure I got you, Nikki. What's up? Welcome to the chat. I was driving, just got home. Hello, everyone. That's cool, Angie. We know you was here, baby. Martell wants to slave and slavery days is over. Say it again, Slick. Make it plain, honey. She just had a baby. Who we talking about, Angela? We talking about Steve Harvey interview with Martell, and we just broke it apart. And some of the things that he said in that interview a year ago and what he's still doing today. So even in a year, he has not grown. He still thinks somebody owes him something by manipulating the situation. Martell does not have love for Mel. He wants to control and possesses her that is not love. Absolutely. PN2 Ross says he thought if he keeps her pregnant and with more kids, she wouldn't leave him. Oh man, you talking truth. Leave him and will continue to put up with his ish. Say it again. I had somebody tell me that you gonna have my baby. You gonna have my baby. You better get the hell out of here. My coochie is tired. It's a hell no for me. Okay. I'm not popping out of near another kid. Okay. Tie him up. And my last child, I was so exhausted, honey. I told him not to call the daddy, honey. Don't call my husband in here. I don't want him here. The nurse, remember, honey, and she called him anyway. When I say I was exhausted, I couldn't even enjoy the dang on labor. I was tired. So if I got 6 and my coochie was tired, she got 4, her coochie was tired, honey. And I think she's allowed for to be tired, and he didn't allow her the time to heal. Okay, Marty Moore is a provider. Make it make sense. Exactly, Victoria. Not at all. Cold Salt on a show I will never watch for real. I hope that is not happening. Only one ABK. He can't wrap his pea brain around that fact. J28, what's up? You better say that. Marla, hi, how are you? Welcome to the chat. Go all Char, go all Queen. Sunshine 488. I just had to give him a little time, a little salt, okay? Goddess for me says all he needs is A and a B selection from the choir of Char. Watch hands. I love that. PN2 Ross says, hey, Angie Boo, I'm late. It's all good. Claudia says he didn't care enough for Melody and his family because he did cover that thing up. Just total he didn't cover that thing up. Just total disrespect. I agree. Martel is a narcissist. He was cheating from the day he met her. They've always kept a few. He was never faithful. Woo! Yeah. I agree. 285 watching and 154 likes. Get the likes up, family. Get the likes up. J28 says, hit that like button, honey. Tiffany says, what do we think is the solution for Martel? He probably need to go see us. At this point, it's probably going to be a therapist because there's nothing a counselor probably can do for him. Somebody has to really get into his head. He will never succeed until he does the right by his children and stop plotting against Mel. I agree. Pride is an ugly thing. Woo, baby. Hell, sunshine. Amen. Corp Diva. Pride will not let Martel admit the truth. Not at all, honey. He got excuses after excuses after excuses. Child, just tell the truth. Pride goes before a fall. Woo, child. Repent and mean it. Woo, y'all. Woo, I love my chat tonight. Y'all speaking it, honey. Pride coming before a fall. Yes. Hotel is a desperate. He really trying to tear down Mel. Most evil. I pray he got to Russian and get he go to Russian and get lost. Close All said Martel is lazy. Mel was a wife many men would have been happy to have. He is. Betty, I agree with you. I agree with you. Charles says Martel don't care about Close All. She is a puppet. He uses her. Woo, child. Betty McWilliams, hi, hot mess on a cold day. Child, just make it plain, Betty McWilliams. Just make it plain. He needs Martel. Wait a minute. He needs mental help for sure. Absolutely. Say it, Tiffany, always before the fall. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. What's up, SR Halvan? Hi, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Veronica says, yes, speak at Char. I got you, babes. Claudia says, hey, Angie. Let me see. Yes, say that. I got you, boo. I got you. So true, correct. He needs to go to church. The spirit of the Lord needs to overcome Martel. Woo, child. Send him to church, girl. Send him to church. Tell him to wear one of them nice behind suits and tailor those things, okay? Tailor him up because Jesus is going to get you under control. Meet him on the main line. Meet him on the main line. He's around Marcel and Maurice, and they are no good to him. Birds of the feather flock together. You better make that thing make sense, honey. Thank you. She's very weak. Yes, she is. And I couldn't make that no other way. The truth is the truth. He knew that from the first day he met her. Absolutely. Ariana has not learned yet how to love herself. Nope, that's evident. Hello, Char. Hi, Miss Edith. How are you? And welcome to the chat. Brenda says, hello, Char. What's up, Brenda? Miss Keita, what's up? School of the Children. Sure, I got you. I got them all on the carpet, honey. Listen to me. I'm teaching this assignment. I'm teaching this assignment. Don't let them play in your face, honey. Don't let them play in yourself. Yes, Postal was proud to be at his house. Yes, girl, I would have hung up the phone and never went live. I don't want nobody to see I'm dumb as hell on a cold day. Child, listen. And everybody knew that he was with Sheree, and you gonna go live to his house like you making a statement. Nah, just call it the hell up and do it behind scenes if you really want to make a statement. Because I'm sure you already went through his phone and got her number. And if you really wanted to make her let her know, you should have took a picture and put it in her inbox. I'm sure she would have saw that too. But why embarrass yourself thinking that you're proving a point to nobody? You're not proving a point to nobody. We're looking at you crazy as hell. Like, sis, really? Dang. Why you letting somebody play with you like that? How big is this thing for real? For real? Child, listen, don't play with me, okay? I will sit you down on the carpet. Don't move till I tell you to, child, okay? Tiffany, he said that in the episode 9 of season 1, okay? Roger can make a bodybuilder very volatile. Y'all know I be messing it up, don't messing it up, honey. Is it Betty? Mel made him look good. Closall can't do that because she had no class. Carlos was right about her having no respect. With millimeters will not stand by and allow Mel to be attacked. Nobody should. It's ridiculous at this point. Nothing, honey. He didn't pursue her. She was readily available. I agree, J28. 7 years wasted on a side chick. Both Martell and Ariel lost it. His situation. Um, Callie said, until you do right by me, everything you ever think about going to fail. Color purple. You better say that. Got nothing but a baby. That's it. That's all he got out the situation. Was it worth it, Makita? Miss Keita? It was not worth it. Just wasting her good years. Yep. All for nothing, honey. All for nothing. Speak, my sister. Spot on. I got you, Victoria. I got you. The foolishness of it all. She house sitting while he was with his other woman, demoted. Not demote the side chick, honey. What did she go down to, Slick? Y'all play too much. Gigi gathered her silly A. Yes, she did. Put her in a paper towel, honey, and said, now go on somewhere. I dried you the hell off. Now, what more would you like? Okay. Yes, she did. Facts, Betty. Very sound. Preach, preach. I got you, Bartley. How are you? 328 in the chat, 173. Y'all almost there, but not quite. Y'all better get with it, Miss Linda said. Get with it. Is that on your orange letter? Okay, you guys are talking to Miss Linda. Both Martel and Ariane are losers. So sad they refuse to learn. Yes, I agree. Karma repays all things good and bad. I agree with you, PNT Ross. Martel can't hurt Melody. She's been so happy months after that reunion. Melody's still making money, and all the tricks Martel pulled out of his hat to hurt Mel have been an epic failure. Yes, Cheryl, I agree. Bella says, hey, Cheryl, what's up? Bella, make it do what it do, what it do. Reality 419 says, facts. Boo Dawn says, this is another Kevin Hunter and Sharina. They embody each other. I think I heard of that story. I don't know too much about it, but I think I heard a little bit about it. Miss Edith says Martel proposed to Melody on the same day she graduated as an attempt to keep her pregnant and under his control. Wow. That would make a lot of sense. Wow. Yes, Mel had just had a baby and was still working, and he was playing with clothes. So that's trifling. Not she tired. Yeah, she tired. I'm tired of for her, Bella. I'm tired as hell for her. Sonny James says, say what? Kevin Hunter house is a foreclosure. Look at God. What? Sonny James, what? God says, let me shut you down. I can't. Ariel can't hurt Mel either. She can't disrespect Mel when her house is on the hill while she needs to recertify to keep receiving her Section 8. She's in a trap house. Child, not the trap house, honey. No therapist. He needs a psychiatrist. Yes, that's what it is, Bella. That's what it is right there. Martell needs intense therapy and a prescription. What you say? He gonna need some meds to prescribe over time. So are those brown loafers and he always wearing. Y'all play too much. Chosen, what's up? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. All right, all right. Olivia in the building, make it do what it do. Gina, hi. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Hi and thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. Let me see. When his kids get older, they will have no respect for him, especially Tank and Boss Baby. You know what's coming. Denise Long in the building. What's up? They brought the Cray Cray brother on. However, Martell may want her to be on the show just to bring drama to the other guys because I don't think Mel cares. Ari can have him. He's not a prize. Child, listen, she wants him. He don't want her, honey. Don't you know how the dirty of the trifling of the trifling got a choice? How the hell you the mud digger and you got a choice? You mean to tell me I dug you the hell up out of the mud and now you making the choices? Wait a minute. Hold on. How does that make? How does that work? You mean the one that's full of mud, full of crap, full of doo-doo is the one that make choices? I don't get to make nothing and I'm the one with my hands clean? That always seems to surprise me, Denise. That always seems to surprise me. Anesthesia in the building. What's up? Make it do what it do what it do. Shawnee B, what's up? Close always be in the booth on the back in the corner in the dark. She is just stupid. I love it. H Brown, hello family. What's up? Trish in the building. What's up? Only bad guy from Martell was a diaper bag. Not only able to buy the diaper bag. Yeah, Marty needs a mandatory therapy with an escorted security. I'm with you. Rivera, what's up, babes? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Carla says, hey, Shar, very good commentary. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. He changes his tax to Mel every other week. Nothing he does work. He's going to lose his mind. You about to lose your I'm out of here, checkmates. It was fun. I had a little bit commentary for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that you guys take something with you. If you are under the sound of my voice and you have not hit the like button, please do so. If you are not subscribed, please do so. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. I know I said early on in my chat that I'm not going to be able to read all the comments because I was on a short time schedule, but I promise that I will come today. So I want to be a woman of my word. I love you, checkmates. Until next time, bye.